So that's why today we are seeing problems related with the simply supported beams with overhanging and uniform distributed load and the point load and miscombinations about the uniform distributed load, point load and moment acting on the overhang beams. So that's why please note down today's first problem. Draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams. Okay. Draw the shear force and bending moment diagram and locates the point of contra flexure and points of maximum bending moment for a given beam shown in figure. One, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1. Yes, a roller support, fixed support. So that's why this is A point, B, C, D, E, 1 meter, 1 meter, 3 meter, 1 meter. Concentrated load 60 kilonewton. (40 kilonewton per meter). Moment acting at D point. (120 kilonewton meter). So first we will calculate reaction means RA plus RB. Now we are familiar, so that's why direct I am solving this problem. RA plus RB equal to 60 kilonewtons. This is point load plus 40 kilonewton, and this is per meter. That's why multiplied by 3 equal to 120, 60 means this is 180 kilonewton. Now, by taking moments about B point, that's why this moment anti-clockwise, this is anti-clockwise, this is clockwise, and this is clockwise. So that's why RE and this is RB. RE into distance 3 meter plus 1 meter, 1 meter. So that's why 3 plus 1 plus 1 again plus, because this is anti-clockwise, this moment also anti-clockwise, 60 into 1. So these anti-clockwise movement balanced by clockwise moments. Clockwise moments 120 kilonewton plus 40 kilonewton multiplied by 3, this is shear force, and half of its distance is 3 by 2. This is equal to 120 and 1.5 means this is 180, 300 minus 60, 240 divided by 5. So that's why RE equal to 240 divided by 250 divided by 5 means 50. This is 48 kilo Newton. Right. That's why RB equal to 132 kilo Newton. Right, both are upwards. Now for these problems directly I draw shear force diagrams. So that's why without calculations I am drawing shear force diagram. Now you are familiar, so that's why I am drawing without shear force. Now as per our assumption, 60 kilonewtons downwards means this is negative. In between A to B no force, so that's why this is 60. Now RB equal to 132 and this is upward, minus 60 plus 132, 72 kilonewton. Now this is uniform distributed load and this is 120 minus and this is uniform distributed load. So this is inclined line. Intensity 72 minus 120 is 48. This is 48 kilo Newton. Means up to D point there is no any force, and here also, and here RE upward. So this is your shear force diagram. This is negative, positive, this is negative. Now this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, and suppose this is F point. So that's why directly by comparing triangle, because this is uniform distributed load means this is straight line. Suppose this is X and this is 3 minus X. So where shear force change its sign, positive to negative, there you will get maximum bending moment, means at F point you will get maximum bending moment. So that's why yes, you can consider 72 divided by X equal to 48 3 minus X. 72 means 216, 72X, 48X, 216, 48 plus 72 X, 50, 120 X equal to 120 divided by This is 216 divided by 120, 1.8 meter. And this distance equal to 1.8, and this distance equal to, this is 3 meter means 1.2 meter. Now we will calculate maximum bending moment, means bending moment calculation. Bending moment at end points you will get 0. So bending moment at A equal to 0. Next, bending moment at B point. And this is anti-clockwise. 60 minus 60 multiplied by 1 means minus 60 kilonewton meter, and this is anti-clockwise. Next point, bending moment at C point. Now this distance increase 60, 1 plus 3. So that's why 60 into 1 plus 3, and this moment is the clockwise moment. RB equal to 132 multiplied by distance 3 meter minus, now this force 40 multiplied by 3, this is shear force. So try to understand, this is shear force. 40 kilonewton meters multiplied by meter, so this will get cancelled, this becomes shear force, and half of its distance means 3 divided by 2. So that's why minus 60 means minus 240 plus 132, 396, 120, 396 minus 180 minus 240 minus 24 kilonewton meter. Right. Bending moment, next bending moment at D point. Again we have to increase this distance 1 meter. So that's why minus 60, 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 132 into 3 plus 1 minus 40 into 3, distance 3 by 2 plus 1 minus 300 plus 132 300, and this is equal to, this is plus means minus 72 kilonewton meter at D point. So lastly, only for checking purpose, because this is bending moment at E point and this should be 0. So here we have to increase the distance, minus 60, 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 132, distance 2, 3 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. So that's why 3 plus 1 plus 1, and this is minus anti-clockwise moment 40 into 3 shear force, distance half of it is distance 3 by 2 plus 1 plus 1. So that's why 60 into 6, 360 plus 132 into 5, I think 660, right? This is 660 minus 120 into 3.5, 420. And this moment Here's bending moment, this is just left hand side, and bending moment at right hand side above the D point minus 72, and this is clockwise, plus 122 equal to 48 kilonewton meter. 48 kilonewton meter. So that's why here's plus 120. This 360, 420. 360 plus 420, 780. So this is equal to 0. So this is balance. Now we can draw bending moment diagram. So first mark where is the maximum bending moment. C, D, F, B, A 1 meter, and this is 1.8, 1.2, 1 meter and 1 meter. Minus 60, mm, 24 C point. Suppose this is 60 kilonewton meter. At D point, at D points you will get two moments. One is 72 and that is 48. Now maximum bending moment equal to maximum bending moment at EF point. So at EF point minus 61 plus distance 1.8, this is minus plus 132 multiplied by distance 1.8. Uniform distributed load 40 kilonewtons, distance 1.2. So this becomes shear force. Half of its distance, this becomes bending moment. Maximum bending moment equal to. So this is your maximum bending moment, because here's this is 48. So this should be can't say because here's moment acting. So when moment acting, this is not bending moment, means this is the maximum bending moment. So this is without moment. 60 into 2.8 minus 168 plus 132 into 1.8, 237.6. This is 20 into 1.2 square, 28.8. Plus 237.6 minus 168. So this is equal to 40.8. So here we did mistake, small mistake. This is 1.8. So that's why 20 into 8 square 64.8 plus 168 minus 237.6. This is equal to minus or plus 4.8 kilonewton meter. So that's why this is 4.8 kilonewton meter. This is straight line and this is uniform distributed load. So that's why nature of the curve is parabolic type up to this. Again this is straight line, vertical line because here moment acting, so that's why vertical line, and this is inclined line. Negative. Why this is? Because there is no any force acting and there is any uniform distributed load. This is positive, negative, positive, negative. This is your bending moment. Now this point is the P and this is the Q. And suppose this distance equal to y. So here you will get actually quadratic equation. So that's why now this is x 20, this is 40 kilonewton per meter. A point, B point, and this is P point, and this distance equal to, suppose y 60 and this is 1 meter. So that's why here's my 60 into 1 plus y plus 132 into y. This distance is the y, and this is minus 40 into y into half of its distance, because this is shear force and y divided by 2 means half of its distance. Minus 60 minus 60y, this is 20y square equal to 0, or y square and or 20 y square, and this is plus 72 y minus 60 equal to 0 y square, and this is 3.6 y minus 3 equal to 0. This is quadratic equation. Solve this quadratic equation. You will get y equal to 1.31 meter and this distance equal to 2.29 meters. And this is your expected answer. Now I think you understand these problems. So in the remaining problems, I am drawing direct shear force diagrams without calculations about the shear force calculation, because limitations about the here's board, because now complicated problems we require more space. So direct I am drawing shear force diagram without shear force calculation. So that's why you can understand better why sir consider direct diagram. So next, so similar type of the problems but different. So that's why I am taking this problem. Here, this is the combinations of the inclined load, point load and moment and uniform distributed load. 1.5, 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter. .14 kilonewton. This angle equal to 45 degree. Next, 30 kilonewton. Uniform distributed load 20 kilonewton meter. This is 20 kilonewton per meter. Couple is also acting and clockwise moment. So this is couple 50 kilonewton meter. This is couple acting. So that's why first we will draw load diagram. This is 30 kilonewton and this is 120 and this is 50 kilonewton meter. Uniform distributed load 20 kilonewton per meter. Sorry, this is, so that's why at A point, B, C, D and this is E point. 1.5 meter, 2, 2 and 2. And this is 14.14 kilonewton multiplied by sin 45. So we'll get same values because cos 45 and sin 45 having same value. So this is vertical 10 kilonewton and horizontal also 10 kilonewton. Alright. So first we'll calculate the reaction at A and B, and after that we can draw direct shear force diagram. So this is RB plus RE equal to 10 kilonewtons downward, 10 kilonewtons downward plus 30 kilonewton, this is concentrated load, and uniform distributed load 20 kilonewton per meter. So that's why 20 multiplied by 2. because this is per meter and distance equal to 2 meter. So that's why 20 multiplied by 2, and this is 10 plus 30, 40 plus 40, this is equal to 80 kilonewton. Now by taking moments about B point, this moment is the anti-clockwise, this is anti-clockwise, this is clockwise, and this is clockwise. So 2 anti-clockwise and 2 clockwise. RE into 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 10 into 1.5 equal to 30 kilonewton multiplied by 2 plus 20 kilonewton multiplied by 2, half its distance, 2 divided by 2, because center of gravity located half of its distance, plus 2 meter plus 2 meter. So that's why plus 2 plus 2. R6 RE plus 15 equal to 60 40 multiplied by 5. This is 260. So that's why RE equal to 260 minus 15 divided by 6. Moment acting, this is moment, here moment acting, and this is clockwise. So that's why here you have to add 50. This is equal to, because this is minus 260, 245, 295 divided by 6 equal to 49.17 RE and RB equal to 80 kilonewton. So that's why remaining 31.87 kilonewton. Right? Now we can draw shear force diagram. B point, C point, D point, E point, A point. Now this 10 kilonewton downwards, this is 10 kilonewton. Suppose 10 kilonewton. Here also 10 kilonewton. At B point, RB 31.87. So that's why this is 21.87 minus 10 kilonewton plus 31.87. So that's why 21.87 kilonewton. Now up to C point there is no any force, so that's why horizontal line, and here also 21.87 kilonewton. 30 kilonewtons downward. So this point 8.13 kilonewton. Now C2D again 8.13 kilonewton, and at a D point mistake, this is 30.87, this is 20 point, and this is 9.13, so that's why this is equal to 40. This is 40, and after that this is 40 kilonewton. This is your shear force diagram. Positive, negative, positive. So here's shear force change, it's a sign at C point. So here this point you will get maximum bending moment. So that's why bending moment calculations. Bending moment at A point equal to 0. Bending moment at B point. Now anti-clockwise, 10 multiplied by distance minus 10 into 1.5, this is equal to minus 15 kilonewton meter, directions anti-clockwise. Bending moment at C. Now C, distance minus 10, 1.5 plus 2 plus RB equal to 30.87 multiplied by distance 2, and this is equal to 0.87 multiplied by 2 minus 25. This is 3.5. $26.74. And this is plus, means clockwise. Bending moment at D point. This is your maximum bending moment, actual. Bending moment at D point minus 10, 1.5. Now distance 1.5 to 2. So that's why additional distance 2 plus 30.87 distance, this force, this 2 meter and this 2 meter multiplied by 2 plus 2. Any another moments, there is no any another moment. Okay, because we are calculating at D point, this is moment. 30 minus 30 into 2. This is 4.5 minus 45 minus 60, and this is 30.87 multiplied by 4, 123.48 minus 60 minus 45, 18.48, and this is plus kilonewton meter. Bending moment at D point. Bending moment at E point equal to. Now this distance to increase 1.5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 30.87, here 2 plus 2 minus 30 into 2 plus 2, and this moment, bending moment, this is just left hand side of D point, because your moment acting, so that's why you have to calculate bending moment just right hand side of D point also, and this is 18.48, and this moment clockwise, so that's why 18.48 plus 50 kilonewton, and this is equal to 68.48 kilonewton meter. Next, bending moment now at E point. Now you have to increase this distance minus 10, 1.5 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 30.8, 2 plus 2 plus 2 minus 30 into, this is 2 plus 2, and this moment plus 50, again this uniform distributed load, and this is anti-clockwise, so that's why minus 20 into 2 into half of its distance. Now this will calculate 10 into 75 plus 30.8 multiplied by 6, 184.8 minus 120, 40. So here this is 0.8, 184.8 plus 50 minus 75 minus 120 minus 40. So this is approximately 0.2. So this is equal to 0, because due to decimals, and this should be actually 185. So that's why this is 0. Now you can draw bending moment diagram. Maximum how much? 18.26.74, 68.48. 68.48. Suppose this is 68.48. 18.48 kilonewton meter. C point 26.74 bending moment at B point 15 kilonewton. So that's why, because this is concentrated, straight line, here also straight line, this is also straight line, but this is uniform distributed load, so this is hogging type of the load. This is positive, A point, B, this is C, this is D, and this is E. So this point is the P. P is the point of contraflexure. Now this distance equal to, suppose, y. So simply 10 into 1.5 u plus y equal to, this is anti-clockwise moment, and clockwise moment RB equal to how much? 38.87 multiplied by y, right? And this is 15 plus 10y, 30.87y, and this is equal to 20.87y equal to 15, y equal to 0 point something. This value 20.87 divided by 15, 1.39 1 meter. So this is the point of contraflexure where change of the means where bending moment equal to 0. So I think these problems are sufficient today's class. So remaining problem we will see in the next class. So that's why today I stop here. So be prepared for the test, and for a test first 3 unit means that is the simple stresses and strain. Next is the shear force, bending moment diagram, strain energy, principal stresses and strain energy, and third is the direct and bending stress and shear force and bending moment diagrams. So that's why be prepared for test, and some of the problems try to understand the problems related with the shear force and bending moment. Thank you.